Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Spiritual Journey podcast. My name is Nimesh Radia, and I'm your host. I always love starting this podcast by saying thank you. I feel so very blessed with this podcast. All the people it reaches, all the messages I get, it truly does lift my soul. So thank you. I started with this podcast really wanting to guide people and to ultimately simplify spirituality, because sometimes as humans we do complicate it, and just the messages I get on a weekly basis kind of validate what I've created, what I started. We are on episode 152, which is crazy to me. So thank you. So this episode is one I do once a month, where I channel a message through the Akashic Records for the month that we're in. So this is this message is going to be for the month of July. I channel the message through the Akashic Records. Akashic Records are a record of everything your soul's been through. When you get an individual reading, you give me permission to go deep with your guides and channel a message for you. When it's a group reading, I invite all of our guides, anyone that's listening, all ascended masters, all ascended beings, any high-level beings who are here to support us. I ask them to form a circle around us and to guide me to channel a message for the month. And just because it's not an individual reading doesn't mean you won't get the message you need, or through the records. And I'll always say you get what you need rather than what you want. And so be open to receiving your own messages. A lot of the time I get the messages that felt like the message was directly for me. So do be open. And before before we start, do set an intention, maybe ask a question, be open to receiving the answer. I feel very blessed with this. And because when I open the group Akashic Records, there's so much love that I feel from all your guides, and there's such a high vibrational energy. So I love doing these, but also love receiving messages and feedback. So if this one does resonate with you, please let me know. Always love. And if it doesn't, please let me know too. Always love receiving feedback. Feedback's a blessing. So the process we're going to follow is I'll just do a quick cleanse, and then I'll say a prayer to open the records. I'll channel a message, and then I close the records, and then I'll do a quick end. So I recommend, if you can, either being in silence, being in meditative state, just so you can receive, or maybe you're taking a walk in nature with some headphones on. Try and be in a place where you're not going to be disturbed and you can receive. And before I begin, thank you for giving me this opportunity. If you're here, you're meant to be here, and the universe guides us in so many interesting and weird ways. And like I said, if you find this podcast, you find this episode, then it's for you. So let's begin. If you could just take a deep breath in and a breath out. Take another really deep breath in and a breath out. And just imagine a beautiful light just above the top of your head. So vibrant, so full of love, so full of passion. Just imagine that light coming into you through your crown to the top of your head, washing over you like a wave, all the way from your head to your crown, your third eye, which is your forehead, your throat, your heart, your stomach, solar cycle base, or your legs, your feet, your arms, your hands, your fingers. Feel every body being totally filled with this beautiful light of love and passion. Feel the light extending outside of your body and cleansing your aura. From here, feel the love for Mother Earth, Gaia. Feel her holding you in her arms and loving you unconditionally. Allow yourself to feel the love for Mother Earth, from the Divine Mother. And from here, feeling connected to Gaia, to Mother Earth, feel your connection to God, to Source, whoever or whatever God or Source looks like for you. Feel Him holding you in His arms and loving you unconditionally. He knows what your soul's been through, what your human's been through, and He's so proud and excited for you. He created you with His hands, He created you with His vision, which means you're perfect. And open your heart up to truly allow and receive the love from the Divine Father. And from here, just feel the love around you. Feel how much the universe wants to support you and is supporting you. Know that you're needed, you're wanted, and this is your time. And from here, we're ready to open the records. We gather together in light, we gather together in love, we gather together in the message from above. Through the Akashic Records, we understand their greatness. Through the Akashic Records, we understand the wisdom. Through the Akashic Records, we understand what's there. This prayer will help us to I wish to know all the listeners of the podcast in the light of the Akashic Records. Help me see all the listeners of the podcast through the light of the Akashic Records. I wish to know all the listeners of the podcast in the light of the Akashic Records. Bring me to feel all the listeners of the podcast through the light of the Akashic Records. I wish to know all the listeners of the podcast in the light of the Akashic Records. Help me to see all the listeners of the podcast through the light of the Akashic Records. Bring me to feel all the listeners of the podcast through the light of the Akashic Records. And now the Akashic Records are open. I invite all of our guides, all of our soul families, any ascended masters, any archangels, any high-level beings, any ancestors or past lives that are here to support us. I invite you all around to form a circle around us, to guide us through this message, through this process. I honor you with love and compassion. I honor you with love and compassion. I honor you with love and compassion. First message is thank you, thank you, thank you. You've chosen to heal so much in this lifetime. Not just your own karma, but so much ancestral karma. And we thank you for it. Allow yourself just to be open to feel the energy of your guides, but also your ancestors that are here to celebrate. Just feel their energy, feel their vibration. The reason that you've been going through so much and the reason you've been going through it so intently is because as a soul you chose this. You chose what you had to go through in this lifetime, but also you chose to heal not just your own karma, but also your ancestral karma, which is why you feel things at such a deep level. As a soul, you chose to be here at this time because of what's happening on the planet. There is a massive change happening for everybody. Whether you call it a rebirth, an upgrade, a reset. For some, it's the dark night of the soul. But we're all going through something. This year has been intense. So many karmic cycles closing. So much happening. You feel the energy around. You feel the planetary changes. There's so much. Saturn's just gone into retrograde, and that means, from a human perspective, so much karma is being released. So the cycle continues. But the energy and the vibration is different. This message in many ways is a continuation. This time is all about you. It's time for you to shine your light. It's time for you to focus on you. It's time for you to put you at the center. There's so much happening around you. There's so many people that are feeling confused, lost. But you can only guide others if you start by guiding yourself. Remember, you're not here to fix anybody. You're here to guide. But this phase is really about guiding you. For many of you, gone through so much change, you're getting to know this version of you. So how can you guide other people? You can guide other people by focusing on you, setting that example. You can share your story and maybe helps one person. But don't force anyone to change. That's not on you. Focus on what you need to do, how you're going to shine your light. And yes, we know some of you are still struggling to put you first. But we're here to remind you that who are you not to put you first? You're doing everyone around you a disservice if you're doing that. Because your light becomes so much brighter when you put you first. So put you at the center of your world. and watch the magic happen. For many of you, it is an identity crisis right now. Vibrationally, the energy's been shifting. It's more about the feminine. In many ways, the masculine's been struggling. And by masculine, we don't mean males, we mean the masculine energy, which is in many ways where the identity crisis is coming from. Where so many of you are struggling also financially. Focus on what needs to be healed for you to find the balance between masculine and feminine. It's all about balance. And it's all about you. What are you here to do? Remember, your soul chose to be here at this time. This time of massive change, this time of massive upgrade. It's an exciting time to be on this planet. And we're here to remind you your soul chose to be here. And you are just as important as everybody else. So if you're sitting there saying, well, this message is for somebody else, because I'm not here to do anything amazing, then please check yourself and please sit with your energy, sit with your guides, and feel the power of who you are. It doesn't mean you don't have massive things happening in your life that are causing you massive changes, shifts, challenges. But please know that you're needed, you're wanted. You have gifts that your soul's worked many lifetimes for, that are being activated if you open to the magic. For many of you, you want to understand what's coming next. You want to put it in a box. You want to put your box in. You want to understand your gifts and you want to give them titles and messages. This is not how this phase works. It's a leap of faith. You have to focus on this moment and truly embrace this moment. And when you do that, the next moment becomes magical. And again, some of you may be saying, well, there's nothing in this moment that's magical. Breathe in. Sit with your energy, who you are, and allow yourself to feel the power of who you are. If you don't feel it yet, then do this more often. Do this multiple times a day. Be with you, sit with your energy, and accept the power of who you are. Know that everybody's going through something, so if somebody around you is feeling annoyed, agitated, angry, please know it's not about you. Even if they're making it about you, it's because something in you is triggering something in them. So know it's all about them. This is a time of massive change. This is a time of resets, upgrades. Maybe you found your friend circle gone really small, or maybe you find some challenges in your personal relationships. Ask yourself, out of all of these, is my soul contract complete? Or is it evolving? What's my lesson? We remind you that pain is inevitable. Of course, your soul's got to experience something to expand, to complete what it's here to do. But it's the suffering part that's optional. So are you staying in situations? Are you still doing certain things, being with certain people? Because it's familiar, because it's what it's always done, what you've always done. But then challenge yourself and ask, is it still serving me? Is it time for me to do something different? What can I do that helps me to light my soul? This is your time. Activate your gifts. Don't worry about putting labels on them. Know that your hands in many ways are healings. You have portals there which can heal. Your vibration, your energy can be naturally healing if you let it be. When you meet other people, feel what you feel at a soul level. Allow your empathic energy to be activated. Don't question what you receive, because that's when your ego kicks in. Just be open and receive. And by the way, when you do that, make sure you don't take on other people's energy. If you're feeling off, then just sit with yourself and check in and ask, is this mine? Because maybe you're feeling someone else's energy, and if it's not yours, please return it to source. And if it is yours, then ask, well, what am I meant to learn from what I'm going through? You're receiving more answers from your guides and more messages than you ever have been before. And again, be open to receiving messages in so many different ways. Yes, maybe through this message, maybe directly from your guides. But it could also be in dreams. It could also be in conversations you have with others. The universe, your guides, love sending you messages in so many different ways. Sometimes it's because you need to receive the same message multiple times in different ways to truly receive. But know that receiving message is also a gift and a muscle that needs to be developed. You're expanding so much. You've been through so much. It's also important you take time to celebrate. And again, some of you may be thinking, what have I got to celebrate? Just stop and breathe and know that you've become this person. You've been through so much. You've expanded. You've cleared so many karmic cycles. You've released so much. And you did this. Yes, if you've got guides, mentors, of course they helped you, they guided you. If you have amazing people in your life, if you have people that love you, of course be grateful for them. But make sure you're grateful for you. Because you did it. This really is a time where you need to challenge yourself on how are you going to serve? What is your why? What are you here to do? For many of you, you're challenging your careers, you're challenging things you've always done. Be open to magic and happening in so many different ways. But this is a trustful, again, you want to know, you want to know what's coming next. You feel the change inside you. You feel you're different. And for some of you, it makes you agitated. It makes you frustrated because you don't understand and you want to know what's coming next. You try and put it in boxes, but you're not meant to. You're meant to embrace whatever's coming next. It is a trustful. Having a strong self-care routine and looking after you is super critical. Meet the universe halfway, meet your guides halfway by spending time in nature, spending time in meditation, doing some sort of physical activity, being present, focusing on the moment, knowing and feeling the love around you. Allow the magic to happen. Allow this period to expand you. It is still very expansive, but it's also very loving if you allow it to be. What can you introduce you in your day-to-day that allows you to have fun, that lifts your soul? Look at the people and the things in your life that drain you. Let them go. Let the things go. Ask yourself, who am I? How am I changing? How am I adapting to be around other people? Am I being authentic? If the people around you are not allowing you to be authentic, then challenge yourself. This is a time for you to be you. Know that you're needed, you're wanted, and you're amazing. Be authentic, be you, activate your gifts, feel the power in who you are. How you start and end your day is critical. Empty your cup when you begin the morning. Just make sure you're an empty vessel. Leave everything you've been held behind that's holding you back, that's happened the day before. Let it all go. Just imagine that light, a white light, washing over you in the morning. Allow yourself to be that empty vessel so you can experience the day. And when you go to sleep, do the same thing so you can experience your dreams in such a magical way. Again, we remind you that you're receiving more than you ever have done before. So looking after the vessel you're in, cleansing, clearing your energy. For many of you have stagnant energy around you. Cleanse your homes, cleanse your workspace. Whatever works for you, whether it's sage, whatever technique, cleanse your space, reset your space. For some of you, it's important to try and mix things up and change your orbit from time to time. Maybe work from a different location. If you can, take some time away. We remind you that your ego, everything you've been through, is strongest at home. That's why we ask you to reset your space. But it's also why we ask you sometimes to change your orbit so you can feel a different energy and a different vibration. This really is a time of you getting to know you, to choose the people in your life wisely, and know that it's a blessing for them to have you in their lives. You're a blessing. You're a shining light. It's time you shone your light even brighter by looking after you. If you need guidance, then look for a mentor, but know and be clear on your intention. Remember, you can be guided but not fixed, and you're being guided to your answers that are in you. This is a pivotal time. This is a pivotal time not just for this cycle, but really for many, many centuries. This period has been planned. It is a mass upgrade. Humanly, some people call it the shift to the fifth dimension. It is a dimensional shift. And it's a choice. You have a choice. There is no right or wrong. But we do encourage you to choose to upgrade. We do encourage you to choose to shine your light, to embrace who you are, and to let go of your need to know what's next, let go of your need of control. Everything you've learned in this lifetime as a human in many ways is holding you back, because it's that knowledge that's some ways sometimes stopping you to actually embrace newness. So you need to understand at a human level is holding you back, because what you're creating you've never done before. So how are you meant to put it in a box? Maybe no one's ever done before. So this period is really about releasing your expectations, leaving them at the door. And also your gifts are not, you can't put labels on them. You're not going to understand them. For many of you, your gifts are not human. They don't come from the human dimension. So you're not going to understand them from your brain, your ego. Your heart and soul is where your trust will come from. Sit as much as possible and just be. Meditate in silence. Just allow the power of you to be activated. Allow the fire in you that's so strong to be activated. Be a student. If you get triggered by something, just get curious. How is this serving me? Because it's a lesson. Everything that's happening to you is a lesson. And if you're still in victim mode by saying things like, these things always happen to me, I knew it, then what are you manifesting? You're manifesting the same thing. When you change your question and you start to ask, how is this serving me? How am I growing? What have I learned? You start to embrace this new version of you. And the reason you've been feeling uneasy, the reason maybe for some of you, you've been feeling unwell, tired, is because this new version of you is being born. If you've been feeling agitated, it is because you don't know this version. Think of yourself as an infant, and you're a blank canvas, so be careful what you're filling your canvas with. What you eat, what you watch, what you read, who you speak to, even what you wear is all important. The air that you breathe. Be conscious of who you are. Be conscious of where you're spending your time. And be kind to you. Do things that make you smile and celebrate them. For some of you, you do things for yourself and then you feel guilty. Don't do that. Celebrate the magic moments. You're special, you're needed, and this is your time. We remind you you're special, you're needed, and this is your time. Embrace who you are. Embrace the changes you've been through. Let go of the things that you're holding on to. We get it's not as easy as we make it sound. Maybe it is. Maybe that creates a void for you that you're scared of. But what if what fills that void is more amazing than you can ever imagine? Your guides want to support you. The universe is supporting you. You all have guides that your soul picked and have time for you. You all have gifts that your souls worked many lifetimes for. Allow your gifts to be activated. Allow you to be activated. Feel the changes inside you. Don't fight them. Don't be scared. We will never give you anything you can't handle. Let us guide you. Let us help you. We remind you this is your time. Activate your gifts. And as we always say, whatever the question, the answer is always, always love. Allow the love in you emanate and light up the world. It's your time. This message is complete. I give gratitude to myself and all the listeners of the podcast right to the records. I give gratitude to Pinnacle Play the Way. I give gratitude to Space for the Comfort Love. I give gratitude to all of our higher selves for leading us here, for guiding us here. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. Take a deep breath in and just breathe. If you have drinking water with you, please drink it. And then give yourself time over the next few days to allow that message to sink in. Yes, we opened and closed the records, but in many ways, when we open the records, we open a deeper connection to your guides. So allow that to come through. Allow your connection with your guides to deepen over the next few days and just feel it. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. There's so much love from the universe through that message. I don't always remember what comes through, but thank you, thank you, thank you. In fact, I think I need to go back and listen to it again. But thank you. I felt really blessed with that message. I really do feel blessed with the Akashic Records. This podcast was started through the records as a message I got. That was my voice, my gift. So if anyone does want a personal reading, please reach out. I'll include my website in the show notes. You can book a reading through our website. I also train people. I also guide people on how to read the Akashic Records. And again, I love, love, love doing that. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for listening to this channeled message. If it did resonate, then please let me know. If it didn't, also let me know. I love, love, love hearing from the listeners. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Truly allow yourself to feel the new vibration that's coming in. Feel the love that's surrounding you. Sending you so much love and light. Bye for now.